Hi Pisces. Welcome back and welcome to another reading. This is going to be your general reading for January 2024 for those of you who have a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And if you don't have one of those placements, just know that it's okay for you to stick around. There may be something here for you. If you'd like to support this channel, beyond liking the video and watching it all the way through, you could watch an ad when it comes up. No hard feelings if you can't do that. Ads are not a particularly fun experience. I don't enjoy them either, but if you watch an ad, that's how I know you really fuck with me. And the link to my PayPal is on the About page. We're gonna get started in a second here. Thank you for being here. Page of Cups fell to the ground. Okay. The Tower and the Ten of Swords. Control can be a very good thing. It can be a very reassuring thing to have. It does great things for your self-esteem, for your morale. And the type of control that I'm talking about is over one's life, over one's behavior, over one's circumstances, and understanding that you have the ability to rebuild, that you are in control in that capacity. And I think that for a very long time, you've maybe been at the mercy of something, and if it's not outside of you, then what this could have just been are the excuses we make or the things we tell ourselves that keep us from becoming the best version of ourselves. It can be lonely, has been lonely, but that's all over. I think that you will be making more money, making new money. I think that you'll enjoy your money more. You'll enjoy the fruits of your labor because you're in better spirits. That's great. Everything costs something. Nothing comes free, nothing comes cheap, even if what you're paying with is something that's priceless or that can't be quantified, such as discipline, what you cultivated, all right? All right. Hold on. All right, so we're back to talk about your cards one more time. I've organized them in the way that I was understanding this sequence of events in hopes that it would help you follow along. And I hope you guys have been liking this. I think it's an easier way of looking at the cards. It just makes more sense. And we're going to just take it section by section and start up here with the Tower, the Five of Pentacles, and the Death card. That feeling of, abandonment, of feeling like you have to do it alone, that there are things that you're maybe not at liberty to discuss, things that you maybe can't disclose, and because you don't have a lot of freedom, it makes it difficult for you to be truly comfortable. And I think that this experience is a thing of the past. It's ending, it's being closed out, it's coming to a close for whatever reason. I don't know how it's happening. It's changing in your life. And I think that the way that you show up in life and the way you feel about your situation is evolving because you're taking responsibility for your happiness. It's a beautiful thing. That's what I love about this reading. Accountability is a very beautiful thing. And when you figure out who's accountable, there's no stopping you. Ace of Pentacles, the Fool card, and the Three of Cups. That joie de vivre, or that way that you'll be enjoying the fruits of your labors more. That's what I'm getting from. I got that from from this set of cards. So there are new opportunities, new prospects. I think that you'll be able to meet new people that you can make money with in some way, shape, or form. Or it's like that relationship, if it's not about money, is in some ways rewarding. And these are the networks that you are in and the people that you're meeting. I think that they're maybe outside of the usual. They're not your contemporaries, is what I'm being called to say here. Not even fully sure what that means, but if it's for you, then you know what it means. Nine of Cups, the Temperance card, and the Four of Wands. Work with what you've got. Make the most out of what you've got. What you have is plenty. You have a lot to be grateful for. You're certainly blessed. And I think that you can find happiness whatever situation you're in whatever comes your way. You're able to just tackle it and handle it if you're how do I want to say this, if you have your wits about you, if you're in a good headspace, and you don't panic. Take it in stride is what you do, and what you should do. It's hard for you to think about solutions when you're in shambles about or over the problems. Five of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the King of Cups. When you have gotten to the point of being over a situation, and you're just completely over it, but either by way of you speaking up or someone being willing, they do something different and they show up better in the relationship or in the dynamic, or they're more cooperative, and it looks that way because they're making an effort to make the change and to put the work in. continues, oh, that's great, you know, we don't want to discount that, and that's what you want at the end of the day, but it does take a toll on you emotionally because you were pushed to the point of being done with it. So it's hard, you know. And I think that that's where, when people say that it can really work and it can be so easy, but we make it hard, that's what they're talking about. So, you know, it's great that the change is there, but, you know, it's baby steps. It's not substantial. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of constant effort from you to really try to get them to communicate on your level, because I think that that's what it's about. To understand on your level, or to be more decisive. You want them to be more mature in the way they carry themselves, in the things they do, their actions, the steps they take. You want them to be more considerate and take responsibility. It goes back to that accountability thing, and it being, you see, you know, the changes it's working in your life, and if they want to be a part of your life and do that with you, then they must. It's great that they're doing it, but look at all that we lose in the process. Look at all of how taxing and draining it is in the process. So, you know, it's your call at the end of the day, how long you continue to invest, because progress is progress regardless of the pace. You know, it's sort of like investing and timing the market, which is impossible to do, but time in the market is better than timing the market and attempting to project when something is going to happen. So your time in the position may, over the long term, make you feel good about the return on your investment. Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Lover's card. There is something maybe you want that you're not getting, and you think that you need it, but you don't. You don't. Be wary of things that you think that you need, you know. Really examine that and ask yourself the question of whether you really do need it. You know, what's important here? Eight of Cups. We were talking about how blessed you are, and I also think it's a bit poetic here that you have the Nine of Cups over here, you being in this position with having all of these beautiful things and having come so far, but maybe obsessing or fixating over one of some kind. Whatever it is, it's something that you maybe feel like would complete you, but the better way to handle this is to find happiness with what you have and be grateful for it and appreciate it, and perhaps then you will attract, because when you're content, everything else is in excess. So we have the Eight of Cups over here, and this is an image of someone who ultimately finds their way and ends up having an understanding about what really matters. So I think that you are doing that, finding happiness wherever you're at, finding contentment wherever you're at, starting where you are with what you have. And this is how we live a gratitude-filled life. It's a very beautiful thing. I'm proud of you. I'll see you next time. Oh, subscribe, like the video. Thank you. My PayPal's on the About page, where the podcast is live. I haven't put an episode out, but you know, content or art is timeless. So if you want to check it out, the Way Out podcast, is on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. If you just search that name followed by my name, Tyson, you'll find it. There's an image, the podcast artwork, I'm wearing glasses. You can't miss it. All right, but thank you. I love you. Till next time.